like and subscribe.
Clickety-clack down the track. We're back with another Goat Mommy podcast, and it's Mythic Legendary Banner time. We're here.
Will we get a Veronica for realsies?
I mean, it has to be Veronica.
I don't
Embla.
see here's.
There's no way it's anything else.
It could be Elm or Elm. It really
could, but
be
it
Elm.
won't. It seriously won't.
I hope it
Are they
won't.
not going to do Ascended Veronica, though?
No, well, this isn't. Yeah, that's the thing is, I wonder if that's her Ascended unit, and so thus she'll be on the next banner as an Ascended
They
unit
do an
and not a
Elm
legendary.
and Embla. Blah, blah, blah.
I think-
Never in my life.
Double whammy.
They
of
might.
Obviously, Elm is going to be a New Year's unit.
Yeah.
He could be. You're taking a
knows?
strong stance here. We'll see.
Well,
All right.
Sometimes you gotta swing and miss, sometimes you swing and hit. So
I mean,
we'll see.
they could always make Elm not a legendary and just make them an Ascended him.
Him. Yeah. I believe
who
it.
They could also just throw him in the trash and never release a unit of him. I'm cool
Wow!
with
You
that
Coming
say
down
that, that's such
hard.
an important character to the plot of this book.
too. Sorry, who?
Oh my god.
I
All
can't
right.
believe
Well.
they lived up to the expectations of Odor from the previous book.
Yeah, he set the bar so high. Oh lordy. Okay, are you guys ready to watch this
I'm
then?
ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. It's happening.
Oh, yeah.
It's
dude.
happening
Alright,
so much.
legendary
Legendary and
and
mythic.
mythic.
All right, we
Let's
got
go.
one each. There's Veronica! It is Veronica! Nice.
Easy day.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
There she
Interesting.
is.
Veronica and Elm, let's go.
Woo!
Okay. All right. Red, Cav. All right.
Yeah, there she is.
Yeah.
Enclosing
Closure.
dark.
Oh.
Panic Smoke 4.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Is that
yeah.
a unique skill?
I think it's just new, not unique.
Yeah, it'll be
but
inheritable.
yeah, enclosure or whatever looks like it's her unique one. Her little dress is so cute. I love it.
She's with Xander.
Yeah! Oh, Xander, cute.
Xander.
Oh, that is a sick animation. Holy
Jesus,
cow.
I
yeah.
really like that.
Wow.
Really cool.
This is awesome.
Enough of you.
Ooh,
Enough of you.
she's popping off over there.
Just because you got the color advantage, think no, not on my watch.
And
Oh,
Embla.
yeah,
we
there's
go. Yep,
Embla.
there she
Yeah, sure enough. Oh, she looks a little crazy.
Oh my God, she
Oh,
looks
Lord.
crazy.
Yeah. She's got, I don't know if you guys have seen her beast form. It's
No.
it's scary.
We're
about to.
Yeah, it's real
my
scary.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like
Crazy
Oh,
bat
she's a
freaky
beast. She can
bat
breathe.
monkey
Okay.
with an eyeball in its chest. Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
Jesus.
Beast agility
Severance.
severance. She's got unique stuff.
Unit
Come
cannot be
on.
protected by Savior. Oh gosh.
Oh, wait, what? Is that actually what it said?
That is.
Oh
That's
my god.
There's a new effect, undefended.
Oh my god.
They're
okay.
breaking the meta.
Oh
Sorry.
my god. Oh,
Oh my
my
God.
god.
Why does
Get
this
ahead,
character have
but,
to be the one that breaks the meta?
Oh lordy.
I'm so upset.
Alright, here we go.
Graham Cracker.
Graham Cracker's here. Very
Bleh.
good.
Hell.
Bleh.
Yay,
Sarah.
Who's
Bleh.
sharing red? That's all I care about.
Kaya. Yeah, who is the last red? Oh wait, it's
Nana,
probably
okay.
oh Nana. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Not who
so-
I was expecting, but she is a good unit.
I don't know about the rest of this lineup though.
Yeah,
It's
Deirdre.
not as bad as the last one.
Deirdre wound up being really good just because she's like a hard counter to like all the best far save units right now. But
Okay.
yeah, so she actually wound up being more meta than some people originally anticipated. But
Interesting.
It's not as bad as last month.
that's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got two new.
Last month was
yeah.
rough.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we gotta go through
Sit
them,
on back
right?
and see them skills.
Oh yeah, Veronica looks adorable, of course, like as expected. Love the dress, love the new look. Her hair is very cute. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, Enclosing Dark is her preferred weapon, and Enclosure is her unique skill. So, y'all want me to read it? Is that good?
Go
Oh,
for
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Good
go
job
for it.
now.
Enclosing Dark accelerates special trigger. If unit initiates combat or is not adjacent to an ally, she gets attack speed +6 during combat, and it neutralizes effects that prevent units follow-up. And the following effects will occur during combat based on the number of foes within 2 spaces, excluding target. So if it's 1, she inflicts speed res -4. If it's greater than or equal to 2, she inflicts speed res -8 on foe, and they can't counterattack. If unit initiates combat, unit can make a follow-up attack before foe can counterattack. Okay, so she gets her nice little desperation effect automatically in there if she initiates. And then we also have Enclosure, which is a 2 cooldown special, which boosts special damage by 25% of her attack. And if it triggers, it neutralizes reduces damage by X% effects from non-special skills. Neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X. So it's an anti-guard and a damage reduction piercer for all non-special damage reduction. Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Pretty
And then
good.
plus the true damage from the attack as well. So, and then last we've got Panic Smoke 4, which is new but will be inheritable. And that's, so after combat, inflicts -3 on all stats and panic on target and foes within 2 spaces through their next actions, and grants foe penalty doubler to unit and allies in cardinal directions. Oh boy. Foe penalty doubler inflicts penalty on foes' attack speed defense res during combat equal any current penalty on each of those stats through their next action. Wow, okay, so that's like wild debuffs going on.
Yeah, interesting.
Like, real intense debuffs. Okay, cool. Yeah, the phrasing is interesting for it. I'd be curious to look at them side by side and see how they differ, if at all. Or if this is basically just an effect that amounts to a Plagian effect. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah,
Does
okay.
Plagia go through to their next turn?
No.
Yeah, so this does that. So like you do inflict it,
Well,
and then to the
Plagian
end.
is more just a descriptor for a set of debuffs. So, like, when it initiates would be kind of like a separate thing, you know?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, but yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Okay. And then Embla. She's got a wild-looking rib cage.
I was just
Yeah,
thinking
that was the
yeah,
thing. I
straight
was
up.
like her face looks really cool, and her
Yeah.
hair is really cool, and then she's like a stick with muscles.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like so gaunt. Oh my lord.
She's very good. Yeah, her thighs are like, intense.
Non-existent.
Though. Like, well, her thighs? No, her thighs are like, look at the muscles on the
Yeah,
They're
They're
very skinny.
super toned.
Yeah, like very, very toned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. Well.
but the rest of like her torso is like,
It's weird.
ma'am.
yeah. You know.
Her face looks
I
good though. I
don't
like
think
her
she'd
face.
be
Yeah.
caring at this point.
Yeah. I really can't get over the eyeball just embedded in her stomach. Like it was a choice.
what?
The eyeball embedded in her stomach is a beast when she goes into her beast
Oh,
form.
okay. I was looking for the eyeball. Okay. hold on.
Yeah, it's a giant, living, moving eyeball in her stomach.
She sees all.
She does. It's a
Oh,
little
God, you're
nasty.
right.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Lordy. Okay, what do we got? You want me to read this one too, or someone
Go
else want to
for
take
it.
Okay. Enclosing Claw. This is a long description, so buckle in. Okay. Accelerate special trigger. At start of combat, if her HP is greater than or equal to 25, she gets +5 to all stats, inflicts a penalty on foes' attack speed and defense, which is equal to the number of foes within 3 columns or 3 rows centered on unit times 3 for a max of 9. She neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit, and also, if the number of foes within 3 columns or 3 rows centered on the unit is greater than or equal to 2, it neutralizes effects that guarantee foes' follow-up attacks, and inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack during combat. At start of turn, if unit is adjacent to only beast or dragon allies, she gets the typical beast transformation effect. And if she transforms, she can move an extra space that turn, and she gets attack +2. Okay, whoa, wow, yeah, so there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like, it all seems pretty contingent on how many enemies are grouped near her. Which, I mean, kind of
Doesn't
interesting.
even need to be that near. It's cold
No,
rows,
yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
a huge area.
Right. Yeah, so columns or rows, so it's not both, which is right.
I think
Is
it's
that correct?
I think it's an inclusive or.
Oh, really? I was interpreting it as like
Let me
it takes the larger one, you know. So like
Number of foes within 3 columns or 3 rows centered on.
yeah, wouldn't okay. I mean, we can see how
I think it's
plays
both,
out.
but it could take the larger. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And then Beast Agility 3 is her.
That's
she
an
has,
interesting.
Yeah, removes the condition to transform. So
she's gonna transform
wait.
every time. Basically,
Yeah.
is what
So
they're saying?
hold on. Why?
Yeah.
It
Oh,
removes
I
no
see.
follow up, and it lets her transform anywhere
Um.
if she has better speed.
Yes, if her speed is greater than foes, neutralizes the effect.
I'm
of
assuming
the
she's gonna be
follow-up.
insanely fast.
Yeah, probably if that's the condition.
And I'm
for it.
willing to bet this is an inheritable skill as well.
Oh,
Almost
yeah,
guaranteed,
it is
yeah.
because Severance is unique to her, so Beast
Yeah.
Agility must be inheritable. Dang, that's interesting. Like an interesting option. I'd be curious to see other builds that could use that.
I'm trying to think of beast units that could use a beast skill like that.
Yeah, or like one for whom it's really important for them to be transformed. I mean, I was gonna say, Fallen Edelgard, but you don't want to give up her beast skill, so that
Yeah.
wouldn't work.
Yeah, no.
So I don't know. Yeah, it's like an interesting trade-off, though. Okay,
Yeah.
and then Severance at start of turn
Oh,
inflicts
boy.
undefended and feud on foes within 3 columns or 3 rows. At start of turn, if a foe is within that designated space centered on the unit, it neutralizes any penalty, excluding penalties inflicted at start of turn, and grants dodge to unit. Undefended, unit cannot be protected by Savior through their
Yeah.
next action. Woo! They did it! Yeah, they did it. They did it. That's wild. Wow. Can't be defended through Savior. Interesting. Feud. Disables all ally skills during combat through units. Okay, so that's like what Bramament has, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's similar.
That last part.
funny.
I cannot believe they put in a counter to the Savior meta. I feel like we joked that they'd eventually do it, but like
I mean, they
did
had
it.
to eventually. But
Yeah.
what I find really interesting is like this is going to be a huge area of effect. This isn't like be close to her. This is like you stand her back
Yeah.
and you just let her work. Like
mean-
if you have someone trying to turtle in a corner, you break it by
This-
having her
So
stand
interesting.
far back.
Yeah, I was gonna say this single-handedly like obliterates most.
This is gonna bump
Aetherine's-
Brave Hector down from 9.9 to like a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been
Yeah, I
dominant
mean, this
for
is
so
just
long.
this is a straight up hard counter. Like if you have
Right.
Savior,
Yeah.
it doesn't work anymore.
Interestingly, so she's a dark mythic, which is interesting. Because that
Oh.
means that you can't, well, I guess you could, but you probably won't,
You won't.
see her on people's offense teams.
Yeah,
So
so wait a
people-
second. What's the point
So,
then?
well, because
Yeah.
I was going to say people use saviors on their offense teams all the time. However,
Yeah.
that being said, you have the option to intentionally position them around her. So it's like it won't completely nullify their usefulness, but it will make it a lot more finicky than it used to be. So it's like I actually kind of like that a lot more than if she was an offensive mythic TBH, because if she
Yeah,
was
it
an
makes it a
offense,
little better.
yeah, it would just like completely override them altogether. This way there is still some like, positioning involved and some
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
that goes into it.
It
Yeah.
breaks it for a bit more for the summoner duels.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget
You
about
have a
that
little
mode.
bit, you have a
Right.
little bit maneuverability, but like especially with the rows, like
Right, that's
you have a lot. It's a lot harder to play around.
really tricky for sure. Yeah.
And with some things in Pawns of Loki, because I know
Oh,
we don't
true.
really play that mode
Yeah.
as much. I know, Jeannie, you and I got the gold, and now it's like
yeah.
whatever. And Toasty hates that mode, so.
Oh, I hate it. It's so
but
boring.
near save and far save were like, I would say, the most important in that mode, and now it pretty much negates most of the
Yeah, it has a.
I mean, half of the map, I guess.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting.
Fish.
She'll be a game changer for sure. Which,
And more so, she's interesting, like, depiction of the future. If we're gonna get like a more undefended
right, that's true. Like,
units,
is this
I'm sure we'll get an offensive undefended, but it won't be like this huge range. It'll be like
right, something
probably closer.
Smaller.
At least I hope so. If they really want to get rid of the savior, then just do the same thing. But
Right, they could. Yeah, I would think they'll probably be pretty sparing with it at first, and then it might slowly expand a little more, but we'll see. I don't think they'd want to, like, completely override it, but who knows.
they'd be like, "Hey, buy our new units. Stop pulling for these old ones. We'll
Yeah.
just break them."
I mean, that's Fire Emblem Heroes for you, isn't it?
For real.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just constantly, like, overriding old things with the new.
Don't have savior on your team. You're useless.
Yeah, it really was like that for a while. Like, it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, you didn't pull on the Valentine's Day banner?
Guess you're
fun.
screwed.
Yeah, have fun. being like,
Hey, that even had
so
like
funny
Leaf, which
because-
was a murderous. It was a double whammy.
The Valentine's banner, it was so funny because it was so early on for me playing, and I was like, aw, dang, I got the Alphonse dad. And then he ended up being one of my favorite units for a while because he was Savior. And I think I was the only one of us with the Savior
yeah,
at the
who had
time.
one of those skills. That's true, you were. I got it once. Well, I had near save once to do released. Because they did put out, like, near save in the regular pool a lot earlier than they did far save. But yeah, that was certainly, like, a rough one. I think we just didn't realize it was going to be as big as it was, and then it was like, oh, whoops, should have pulled.
It's like me when I didn't pull on the first ninja banner.
Oh.
Yeah. See, what I've always done, I never use the save skills. I always just go pure offense with like Ninja Corn, and it works for me typically.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like, there's enough options at this point that you can get by without using it, but boy, are they convenient to have.
Yeah. If you don't have that built up, then you're gonna get destroyed.
For sure.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, what are y'all thinking? Anyone gonna pull?
Yeah. I want to
I mean,
pull
if you
for
want to be
Veronica.
meta relevant.
Yeah,
I don't even
these
care
are
for
very
Embla.
good.
I just want Veronica.
right, Veronica's a cutie.
You just
so there's that.
gotten like 3
Are they both
Embla
red?
pity breaks now.
They
We're
are,
both red, yeah.
they're color sharing
Yeah.
red.
I'm gonna get 3 Embla pity breaks. True. I mean, I can't be that mad. I think Nana's pretty good, and Embla obviously is very
Yeah.
good. So.
Yeah, they're good units if nothing else. And then you
who's
can
like a good
spark, too.
secondary though? I don't know who.
Oh,
what's
secondary
the second color?
Let's see. I would say
Let me take a look.
Deirdre
blue. I'd say blue. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And if beyond, yeah, probably
And-
blue.
Yeah, blue
Sita-
for sure.
Sita and Saros aren't bad units. They're
No. Yeah.
I think Sita's better than Saros at this point in the meta. I still like Saros though as a tankier unit myself.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because I don't have the skills that needed to make Micaiah more of a res tank.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
my Micaiah is like she's all right, but not like your guys's. And so
Yeah.
just like when I need a res tank, especially when doing like the legendary maps on the whatever the abyssal modes and such,
yeah.
I end up using Saros a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Can fill a niche, certainly.
She's a cool character too, for sure.
And I mean, if you wanted more florets and you don't have a Celica yet, she might be
She is
worth it
there
too.
That's that is
Mm-hmm.
true.
Just don't pull green. You're good.
Yeah, well, poor green.
Green has some, but I mean, if
Yeah.
you get
Dagger.
hell,
That's pretty
then you're
good.
in trouble.
I mean,
Hell?
yeah, I've gotten
Oh, that's
Dagger
awful.
as a freaking pity break when pulling for greens on other banners before, and I'm just like,
Yeah, it's always
Yeah,
a kind of
that's the
rough
real-
one. It's like, oh,
I'd even take
okay.
Bramimond over Hell at this point.
Yeah, right.
TBH. Ymir's pretty though. She's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, is she? I completely forgot she's in this game. Is she at all meta relevant? Like, what does she even
She's
do?
a good support unit.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got good support.
Huh. All right. Cool.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and yeah, I probably, I'm torn. I probably won't pull, mostly because I know I need to pull on next month's Legendary Banner for Brave Chrome.
Yeah. Yes.
But, and also just like, I'm worried with Christmas coming up that they'll do something wild. I don't know. I'm trying to be conservative. I've been pulling
But
on like every banner
Did
lately.
you pick up
so
those banner deals recently?
Black Friday, baby.
I did pick up some of those, and that's the only reason I'm not completely broke right now.
I
Also,
accidentally spent my entire stimulus on orbs.
girl,
Not my
what?
entire
No.
stimulus, but
Oh boy, oh no.
You're the problem.
Yeah,
I am the problem.
Did you guys see they changed it? They got rid of the 40 orbs and they're like doing a 110 orbs thing now.
Oh, interesting. I did not see, but that's interesting. My good news, though, of the day, I do want to share this. They started, so they're rerunning the Ninja Korin banner. I think I talked about this in a previous video. So for those who are invested in the saga, I did get my last 2 Ninjoran merges. It only took
Nice.
like, it took
Congrats.
like, I think like 15 summons or something, which is not bad at all.
That is very... 2? You got 2 and 15
Yeah,
summons?
it was like 15 to 20, somewhere in that range. I got
Very
2.
nice.
So, I
So
was
now,
very
now
happy,
you and Toasty
yeah.
both have a +10.
We do,
Ninjoran.
yeah.
Nice.
Did you use the Ascended Floret and everything?
I got one because so I bought one of the packs with the ticket, and on my free ticket I pulled an Ascended Marita, which gave me a floret. So I'm like, well,
yeah.
I have one, I can use it, so I might. I'm like,
Do
torn.
it. Do it.
See, I haven't used one on Fallen Edelgard yet though, so I'm like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because I'm such an Edelgard girl, so I'm torn. It'll probably be one or the other. Also,
I mean,
just
they're
let
both
it.
+10. You might as well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
If you're gonna commit that
exactly.
hard, you might
It's
as well
like-
give them the Floret.
It's worth investing.
Yeah.
Also, I was deeply traumatized to see Ninja Shinon rerun. Just let it be known. He's my least favorite unit in the game. God. Truly the worst thing that
I
ever
can't
happened to
imagine
me.
why.
No, yeah.
Mirabilis.
It has nothing to do with the 13 combat manuals of him I have.
Dear Lord. Jeez.
I hate him. Alright. So,
Anyway,
any
let us
closing
know if
thoughts?
you're going to be summoning
we
you're
wanna
into
know.
the meta
Tell
breaking
us.
that is potentially
Embla,
this.
yeah.
Embla.
Yeah.
It,
Let
it
us-
starts tonight too, right? Because of the weird time change thing going on.
No, I think it's
No,
tomorrow.
it's tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, it's tomorrow at 11. Okay,
Yes. Yep. Yeah, your
Nice.
time. True, but not far away at all.
cool.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.